All right, Cali Pro is over, and TONIO Burton is your Cali Pro 2024 champion. The thing with Tonio is he's just such a balanced bodybuilder. He has incredible shape. He has good conditioning. He has this round, bubbly, almost 3D like muscle that even the guys that are bigger than him, that are in better shape, he beats because he's such a well balanced, well proportioned bodybuilder. And he put on a decent amount of size in the off season where he could be competitive as far as size. And he just pulls out a victory. Now, I got to say a couple of things. First thing is, just came back from hanging out with the wife a little bit. We had a couple of drinks, so I'm feeling no pain. But other than that, second thing I gotta say is there's no live stream for this California Pro. So the pictures that I'm gonna bring up, they're not gonna be very quality, but I'll do the best I can. I don't understand why there's no live stream. I mean, it's gotten to the point where every show has a live stream now. I don't I don't know if the promoters are in charge of each show's live stream or if the IFBB is in charge of every show's live stream. But at this point, not to have a live stream for a show is ridiculous. And I was actually really looking forward to watching this particular live stream because I wanted to see my friend Dorian to see how he did. And by the way, he did much better in the show. He came in second call out. He broke the top 10. He looked much better in his showing here than he did in New York. Okay, so he is. I spoke to him. He's a lot happier with his placings, and I haven't spoken to him to see if he's going to do another show or not, but we'll see. Anyway, okay. In order, number one, Tonio Burton. Number two, Amir. Okay, I'm gonna butcher everybody's. Everybody knows I can't pronounce a goddamn name, so I'm gonna butcher everybody's name. Number three, Christian Wolski. Number four, Beef Stew. Number five, Pablo Lopez. Which so in the prejudging it was a little bit confusing because they had Beef Stew at the end the whole time, and they had Pablo next to Tonio. So I'm like, oh, maybe they give him Pablo this because Pablo's got good shape. I'll bring up his pictures. You know who he is when you see him, but he has great shape. But Beef Stew came back at night and was much better. It was much sharper. It was much crisper. So he moved up a placing. In prejudging, his score was 24, and then in bodybuilding, his score was 19, which allowed him to move up a placing. So he landed in fourth, and the guy Pablo landed in fifth, which is really odd because he had him most of the time. He was next to Tonio, which you would think he would be either second or third. But however they judged it, this is how they do it. Every head judge is a little bit different. I don't know who the head judge was in California. I'll assume it's Tyler, but I don't really. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to who the judges were. Um, but Beef Stew looked a little sharper in New York. I think even um, Tonio looked a little sharper in New York, but Tonio is good enough to win. Tonio is the kind of bodybuilder, if he comes in 98, 99%, he could still beat the majority of guys because of his shape, his balance, like I said, his round, bubbly, 3D like muscle. Um, he just has a beautiful shape to him, and that's just God given. And so these other guys that come in bigger, he's kind of able to beat them because of that, right? Now, the guy that impressed me the most, uh, as far as conditioning, it was Amir. He impressed me the most because from the back, this guy is diced. Clearly the most conditioned guy in the show. So let's just check it out. I'll do it the best I can for pulling up some pics. Let's see. Let's go to RX Muscle and see if they have who they have, right? Because they kind of update everything. All right, so here he is. Tony Owens, right? He goes to the Olympia. Okay. All right, here's Amir, who came in second. I don't know if this is very good, but when he turns around from the front, he has excellent condition. From the back, he has outstanding condition. When he turns around, his hamstring, his glutes, his lower back, everything is just diced, striated, deep, deep, deep cuts in his glutes and hamstrings. Really impressive. So his conditioning, plus he was a little bigger than most of the guys on stage, that carried him to a second placing. This is not really much of a good video. It's not giving you what I expected, but you get the picture. I mean, you can pretty much see it from there. But in person, and if they had an HD live stream, you can actually see how good this guy really is. Let's see if RX Muscle has anything else. All right, here's okay. So here's Pablo Lopez, Pablo Escobar. We see how they have him next to Tonio. You know, Wolski looks like he was a little bit sharper in New York. But still overall a good showing. He came in third here. Nothing to be ashamed of from two really good bodybuilders, Tonio and Amir. Beef Stew is probably disappointed. He probably knows he missed the mark in prejudging, and he's probably a little bit disappointed. You know, I think he came in fourth or fifth in New York, and this was a lighter lineup, and he probably wanted to do better. And all things being said, he should have done better, right? Because in New York, it was, I believe he came in fourth, right? Yeah, he came in. No, he came in fifth, right? Because you had Nick won in New York, then you had Martin came in second, third was Tonio, fourth was Wolski, yeah, and fifth was Beep Stew. So I'm going to assume he's disappointed because especially in prejudging, he was much sharper in New York. He came back at the finals. He was good, but not, good enough. Let's see if there's any other pictures. Let's go to Ferdinando. I love Ferdinando, his page, because he always has good upgraded pics and whatnot. So let's just see what we got here. Okay. So this was Pablo. And see how they have him next to Tonio the whole time? So you automatically think he's taking second or third. And you go, oh, it is California. And they do kind of like aesthetics. They do favor aesthetics most of the time in California. And the guy's got great aesthetics. You could see he is on par as far as shape with Antonio for the most part. Okay. His muscles aren't as bubbly, but his shape is just as good. I mean, you can see his small, beautiful waist, how wide his shoulders are, his flaring quads. He was really, really good. Okay, and there he is, Pablo again, next to Antonio, and that's Wolski. I forget who this guy is. That's the crazy guy with the blonde hair. Okay, and here is Beef Stew. I believe that's Wolski, and the crazy guy with the blonde hair. I forget his name. I don't remember his fucking name. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And Tonio Pablo Beef Stew. Let's see if we got any other pictures. Wolski, I don't know who this guy is. Looks like he should do classic or something. Christ. Any other good picks? Unfortunately, this is going to be the best we can get with these picks. All right, here's Tonio. Was this the prejudging or the finals? It doesn't say, but it doesn't matter because this must have been the finals. Because Beef Stew looked a little sharper here. Anything else? All right. See if we can go to any others. Are there any other picks? Oh yeah, this was the prejudging here. Okay. Again, I apologize for these picks, guys, but this is the best we're gonna do. All right. Once again, you can see how they got Pablo next to him. So he was probably, oh, no. Actually, that's Wolski, and they had Pablo here. But you can see how, he was probably a little bit surprised because they did have him next to Tonio. But that being said, these guys are basically doing their homework and coming in shape. And you're getting a better class of bodybuilders in these shows. And the younger guys are getting better and better. Tonio, Burton, Amir, Wolski, Pablo. These guys are getting better and better, and they're becoming more and more competitive. And the top 4 or 5 guys, it looks like it's relatively close. Now, of course, Tony was going to be in the middle, and he won. But what I mean by that is this isn't like Tonio won, and then we got to figure out who's second and third. Like Tonio, go backstage. You won, blah, blah, blah. Right? He won, but the New York Pro and the Cali Pro so far have been extremely competitive. And I think it's great for bodybuilding. These guys are really coming dialed in for the most part. Like, again, Stu misses the mark a little bit. Wolski missed the mark a little bit. And what I mean by that is you come, 2, 3, 4, 5% off, and you drop in placings because these guys aren't playing. They're coming in shape. These guys are bigger. They're harder. They have great shape. They are complete bodybuilders. Let's see. And let's see. Okay, I don't know what this is. All right, this is just a video. This must have been prejudging. Just to give you guys some clue of Amir, I really want you to guys see Amir because this guy, his striations are just, I mean, that's what he looks like in person. Okay. And this was, I think this was before the New York Pro, 1 week ago, something like that. It was about, his conditioning is phenomenal. It's fun. It's diced from the back. He's flawless. Now, can his back be bigger? Of course, it could be bigger. But he comes in so peeled, so diced. You could see the muscle fibers. It's almost like unreal conditioning, and this brings him to second place in this show. Okay, I wanted to show you this guys because it's so impressive. Just so let's see if Tonio put anything in his for the Cali Pro. They put anything in for the Cali Pro? No, not yet. No. Nothing very good for the Cali Pro. But all right, so that's basically it. Congratulations, Tonio Burton, Amir. So now we have the next show is in Toronto a couple of weeks, and after that, there's a show in Spain, and these European guys will probably show up in Spain. Amir, Christian, Pablo. The guy Pablo, again, puts on 10 pounds, dangerous bodybuilder. I mean, easier said than done, but we've seen bodybuilders do it before where they basically take a year off. People forget about them because, they're not competing. They kind of go, they're still alive on social media, but nobody's talking about it because they're not in the mix, and they take the time for a year and a half, and they put that size on, and then they come back better. And I mean, Pablo's in shape, so he is going to continue to do a show or two. I'm certain he's going to be in Spain. Not 100%, but because he's from Spain, I'm assuming he's going to do that show. And he's a very good bodybuilder. He's very good put together. Just needs some more size, and he will be a dangerous bodybuilder. Anyway, all right, I'm out, guys. Thank you so much. Remember, Anabolic Academy, get your questions in. Muscle Talk, we'll be talking about the Cali Pro. I'm sure Dorian will be back, and he'll talk about his experience. I'm very, very happy that he did well because he was very disappointed in New York, but he came in much sharper. Actually, let's see. Let's go back and let's see if we could find any pictures of Dorian. I don't know if he put anything up yet from the Cali Pro, Dorian Haywood. Let's see. Does he have any pictures up from the Cali Pro? No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. When was this? Yeah, no. This was 4 days ago. But I'm just glad that he was able to redeem himself a little bit at this show. And we'll see. I mean, he can do Toronto if he wants to. It's in 2 weeks. Maybe come as a little sharper there. Maybe, do even a little better. I know my friend Nate Spear. I mean, I have not spoken to him in a very long time, but I don't hold any ill will against him, so I still consider him a friend. I know he will be doing the Toronto Pro, and I think Akeem Williams is doing the Toronto Pro. I know Crizzo is doing the show in Spain. So we're gonna have a couple. This year is going to be really good shows and competitive lineups. But anyway, all right, guys, listen, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Later. Peace.